It's Friday, November 16th, and I'm your host, Paula Hersey. On today's show, we round up all the news and events from the Hyannis Youth and Community Center, get some important deadlines from the Harbormaster's office, and kick off a new library segment, Will It Check Out? Let's start with some news you can use. I hate to bring up the four-letter word, snow, but winter has started its journey onto our peninsula. The DPW has updated its snow and ice brochure for 2019 and is now available on the town website. There are plenty of helpful tips for dealing with winter weather and a rating system for storms. You can view and print the information from the town's website, www.townofbarnstable.us. Your commute on Route 28 through Centerville could take a little longer on Monday. DPW will be out at the intersection of Route 28 and Old Stage Road from 7 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. Painting for lines for crosswalks, lanes, and turn arrows will make it necessary for lane closures, and the police detail may reroute traffic through the work areas. Allow a little extra time or use those alternate routes to your destinations. The Hyannis Youth and Community Center is a hive of activity in the afternoons. A new 4th and 5th grade after-school program will launch soon, and it's free. That's right, it's Friday. We have folks from Barnstable Recreation and the Hyannis Youth Community Center, Mark Bordley, George Noonan. We have exciting news.
Yes, we do.
Yeah?
4th and 5th grade after-school program is going to start in two weeks.
2 weeks.
November 26th.
4th and 5th grade. So let's back up a little bit.
Yep.
What's the program and when did it start, and what ages did you service before the 4th and 5th?
We started last year with 6th and 7th grade programs out of BIS. We bring the kids over every day that they're at school, and they hang out. They do a lot of activities, whether it's in the game room, the gym, or homework help, and George and I oversee that.
Okay. George, tell us a little bit about, those age groups from 4th grade through 7th grade. What's the importance of after-school activities?
I think definitely the most important thing for them is the socialization. We're a world of technology now, and a lot of what we do is right in our hands. Our phone is never out of our hands without our hands. So I think for these kids, we got to try to get them away from that and keep building personal relationships amongst their peer group. So the idea of the program is to keep these kids involved and active and talking to people instead of this.
Sure. And then the whole latchkey thing.
I mean, at Cape Cod, parents work.
Right.
Parents work 2 jobs. Sometimes they work 3, or single parents are doing everything they can. These kids maybe go home to an empty house, and it's a way better option than going home to an empty house, sitting at home, hopping on the Xbox, and calling it a day.
Yeah. And these kids come directly after school?
Yeah, we have 2 buses. One goes to BIS and one will start over at BUES, and they bring the kids over right after school. They get to us about 3, and I'm assuming BU probably be about 3:15. Okay. And then they get off, they get snacks, we shuffle them through the gym, we shuffle them through different activities, whether it's in the gym, game room tournaments. We have a couple different partnerships out there. JFK Museum comes over every Monday. They help the kids with homework, and they give them some sort of lesson plan that ties in JFK and some of his things that the museum highlights with the kids, and they love that. Right. It's kind of a local bit of knowledge that they get to take every Monday.
Right.
And we've been blessed to have the Hyannis Fire and Com Fire come over, hang out with the kids, play. Last week, Hyannis Fire came over, did some flag football with us, and Com came over, and we did, what did we do?
We played soccer.
Soccer with him, with a couple of guys from Com, so it's nice. And then Brian Morrison's always there for Barnstable Police. He's always involved helping us out, so it's nice too.
Yeah, and there's homework help too, which is really important at that age, because that's when you're starting to get into more of that heavy-duty homework as they prepare for middle school and or high school as well.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
And we partnered up with the school department. They're going to be helping us out with this 4th, 5th grade program, so that's going to be a huge help as far
Try
as
to keep those kids from falling behind.
Tutors in
Right.
and help them. Yeah.
So talk a little bit about the grant that got you to this spot. You've done the 6th and 7th grade, and you've wanted to do this 4th and 5th, but there wasn't financial support for it, and this grant came in.
We worked with the school department. There was a grant to enhance after-school activities. And that's what we're going to be doing by branching out to the 4th and 5th grade population. and enhance our program and get those kids in before they start kind of tapering off in school.
Right.
There are a lot of people out there that, I mean, the after-school program at the school is full, and a lot of people still waiting to get into an after-school program. So this is just another option for them, and it's a good option because it's a free option. I'm not going to say it's a low commitment option, because if you don't need a program a certain day and you don't come, it's not the end of the world. So if it's something you need for a day or two a week, it's a great chance for you to do something, because we still have a full slate of programs running off at Barnstable United. So, if you do basketball, or if you do babysitting, or you do the magic program or something like that, you can still go to those. And then maybe a couple of days you have nothing else going on, come to the rec.
I mean, how cool is that, right? I mean, this is really, truly the mission of the Hyannis Youth and Community Center, is to get these kids in and connected to each other.
Correct.
Provide opportunities that children would normally not have.
That is great. How do people, parents and caregivers, find out more about this program?
All the info's gone out in the backpacks in our winter brochure, but they can always go online, sign up for any of our programs, and that's how they go about doing it. They could sign up, or they can come down to the HYCC and sign up in person.
Right, and it starts in just a couple weeks?
November 26th, yep.
Second session starts, yep.
Yeah, you guys excited?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks so much.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks for having us.
Need a fun activity for the tweens on a Friday night? Does your 5-year-old want to learn to skate? Are you ready to get into the holiday spirit? Head on over to the HYCC rinks and strap on the blades. Well, look who's just skated in from the rink. It's Laura Kelleher, program supervisor over at HYCC. Boy, that rink is busy as anything now, huh? Hockey started.
Hockey is starting. Youth hockey's in full swing. High school hockey tryouts start at the end of the month. It's crazy.
It's
very
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with what's going on tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night we have Rock Night again. It's for grades 6 through 7. It's $5 to come and skate, $5 for rentals if you need it. We'll have the house DJ again, prizes, all sorts of good stuff. But it's a good hour and a half. You guys as parents can kind of
chill for a little
let
bit.
them go and have fun. The lights will be out again, so it'll be fun. I mean, it's a slow process. We haven't had Rock Night in a long time, and so just bringing it back. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah.
So what time is that?
That is at 7 o'clock.
Okay, 7 o'clock
to 8:30. So it's a good time. It's a good time for moms and dads even to just drop off, get a quick bite, or run up to the mall, or do a couple errands that you didn't get to get done during the day.
Right.
So
and skate rentals right there if they don't have
skate rentals
skates.
are right there. All of our brand new skate rentals.
Excellent.
So we're very lucky.
So moving around the rink there, we've got the Rock Night. What else do we have going on?
So coming up, we will have Learn to Skate. Learn to Skate will start. Our brochure had a little bit of the dates wrong for our Learn to Skate hockey program. That is actually going to start on December 1st at 9:20 in the morning. Registration's open. Everything on the website is accurate. We made sure that was together and with it. So there's no questions, no concerns that way. And then also toddlers will start the week after, during the week, and then our regular Learn to Skate will start on December 15th. But registration is open. I try not to ever not take anybody, so even if you get on a wait list, don't worry. But yeah, that's our busiest session, so it's one of our funnest sessions.
And the Learn to Skate, talk just a little bit about getting a kid on skates. It seems daunting.
It is a little daunting. We just actually wrapped up the little Bruins Academy too, our Bruins Academy. And so that's only 4 weeks, but you see these kids, they kind of come in and they are wide-eyed, so excited, and they hit the ice and they're like, whoa, this is not for me. I'm good. Take me home. Don't get frustrated. Sometimes the younger ones, it takes them a full year. Otherwise, just bundle them up, send them out there. We have a lot of help, a lot of instructors. They're really good. And take a video, because you will never recognize your kid from first day to last day.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah.
That's really great. And then some of these kids that have been skating for a while, it's not all just hockey,
No,
right?
It's not all just hockey. So we are really lucky that we have been able to grow the skating school. So we have extra classes that aren't really per se part of the curriculum, but they're blueprinted by the curriculum. So it's for the older child that's kind of passed out of the basics and wants to maybe skate some more but can't afford private lessons or can't commit because they're doing school sports or drama or whatever. So there's definitely other options too. And we're lucky like that. We're super lucky with the instructors we have. So.
And then the skating show. I mean, these are actually some of our favorite things to do for Channel 18.
So the first one that will happen will be the holiday show, and that will be the 1st of December as well, from 12 to 2. That one I'm able to invite every club on the Cape. The only ones I sometimes miss the mark on are the islands, only because it's hard to get over here sometimes, and weather is so difficult that it's hard. I miss the mark sometimes only because of the unpredictability. But I do try to make sure I get every Cape club, and it's good. It's a good little time. It's probably my favorite. I love the spring show in like March and April, but I think the holiday one is truly my favorite.
It's so nice, the holiday music,
Yeah.
and the costumes.
Yes, and they're just so excited to usher in the season, I think, that it's just kind of thrown together, if you will, but they're just so excited about it. They're drinking hot cocoa. Sometimes it snows, sometimes it's just cold, but yeah, I love it. It's just one of the favorite ones to do. I think the whole building likes that one the best.
Right,
so.
and friends and family. It
Absolutely.
means so much to perform for
Absolutely,
them.
absolutely. They work so hard that this is their time to say, look at what I've been doing. So it's definitely fun.
Excellent. Anything else that you want to highlight?
Right now, I think it's just really registration, and that hockey will start first, and then toddlers, and then regular classes will start. We have the Cape Cod Synchro Classic, the 7th, 8th, and 9th of December. That's always fun to come see because it's something different. You don't really get to see synchro that up close in person, so that's definitely fun too. So we're busy. High school hockey, yay.
Excellent. Thanks so much for joining us,
You're so
Laura.
welcome.
Boating season may be over for this year, but it's not too early to start thinking about next summer. Mooring renewals, wait lists, and fee changes are floating your way.
3, 2.
With me today, Brian Taylor, Assistant Harbormaster. We're talking boats in the water, or really, at this time of the year, they should be out of the water. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me this morning.
So, not a whole lot going on in the water at this time of year, but we do have some things for people to be aware of the end of the season, and then obviously what might happen at the beginning of next season. So,
That's right. So we have mooring renewals coming up as well as waiting lists. So individuals that have mooring permits and waiting lists need to make sure they come into the Harbormaster's office by February 28th for the mooring permits and February 15th for the waiting list.
Okay. We always have some folks that somehow kind of miss those deadlines. So walk them through. If they've got a mooring, what are they doing when they come to the office? Are they just renewing that permit?
Yeah, so if they have a mooring permit, they're going to come into the office, they're going to get an application in the mail, they're going to bring that in or mail it back in and just fill out the all required information and submit everything that you need. Boat excise tax, if the vessel has a registration, make sure that's in there. It will give you a checkbox on the mooring renewal application that you have to fill out everything or submit what you need.
Okay. And those applications are coming in the mail or email?
They're coming in the mail.
Okay.
Yeah, they are mailed to all the mooring permit holders.
Okay, so that's really important, is to watch your mail for that particular thing, because it is time sensitive. And then you're talking about wait lists as well. So we know we had a lottery last year, so what's the wait list thing all about?
So a wait list is similar to the mooring application. They're going to get something in the mail and they're going to renew that application or that wait list location. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And those wait lists obviously are for the various harbors that are around town, right?
That's correct. We have 28 different locations, so they'll get those in the mail and they have to come in, or they can mail them in also.
Okay, 28 different locations.
That's right.
That's amazing.
It is.
What else is that folks need to be aware of at this time of year?
So we have proposed new mooring fees.
Okay.
They need to be approved by the town manager, but we did propose new fees for individual mooring permits. It will go up to $135. Commercial mooring permits will stay the same at $175, but the rental mooring permits will go up to $225. So there are some other new fees. If you need to do a change of vessel, which I process about $100 to $120 a year, that will be $25. So there will be a fee attached to that for my time.
Okay.
For wait lists, the new proposed fee is $15 instead of $10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can find those fees actually on the website of the town. There's, I know that they did a lot of those, like a whole sheet of the fees. There's different areas of the town's services that have had fee changes this year.
Yeah, they're right on the town made web page. There's a
Right.
fee. There was a fee hearing. It was approved by Waterways. It was supported by Waterways, and now the town manager has it.
All right.
So.
So what if you got a little boat still sitting out there on the beach in the harbors?
So you need to have your vessel, small vessel storage, dinghy, kayaks, canoes removed already. So by the 15th, so you need to have them removed.
Right.
Yeah, and if not, we will come around and start collecting them, and they can be returned to the owners, but for a fee.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have to prove proof of ownership, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, we always see a few of those floating away in a nor'easter every now and again. So
Yeah,
there's
let's
a
not-
reason that they have to get pulled from those areas.
That's right.
Okay. And then the last thing I kind of want to talk about, just real briefly, is it's still kind of nice out there for kayakers. Everybody should be wearing a flotation
They
device.
should. My advice is to always wear a PDF, but especially after September 15th, you want to make sure you have a PDF on at all times. The water is very cold and hypothermia sets in very fast.
Right. We also had some folks over at Scudder Lane tell us if you're out there shellfishing by yourself, you should also be wearing those flotation devices too, because one good boot muck.
That's right. Or you get stuck, or you fall over, and anything can happen. So I would advise not being by yourself down by the water. But if you are, make sure you have a PDF on.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Brian.
Thank you.
Our village libraries are as unique and varied as the books they house. Libraries Today check out more than books, and our visit to Osterville Library kicks off our new segment. Will it check out?
Cindy, thank you so much for letting us come into the library today. I'm so excited. This is kind of a new segment we're doing called Will It Check Out? Because libraries are not just libraries anymore. They're not just books, they're not just videos, they're not just DVDs. You can take out so many different things now.
So thank you so much for visiting us today, and we're really thrilled with all the new unusual checkout items that we have, and we're constantly adding to them.
That's great. So one of the things that you can check out that we actually don't have here today because it's checked out is a sewing machine.
Yes.
And that's a pretty popular item that you have.
It's very popular. I don't think it's been in the building for more than a day before the next person takes it out. It's a brand new sewing machine with embroidery and all sorts of different things, and people love taking it out when there's breaks or they have a grandchild visiting and they want to do a project. That's always out, and the keyboard is always out.
So that's so funny. It's just things that, maybe you don't want to purchase one. Maybe you want to try out a sewing machine. Maybe you want to try out a keyboard. And it's a good place to start because you can kind of test it out, see if it's something that you will stick with, and then maybe make that purchase.
Right, exactly.
Another popular item you have is ukuleles, which I know is becoming a really popular instrument. I know a lot of kids are learning it in school, and there's classes at the senior center to learn ukulele, and you have a few of them, and one of them's out. This is
Correct.
actually on hold,
Yep,
but
I
we
just took it off the whole shelf to bring it here, and they all come packaged with information on what's included, so you know everything that needs to come back. And this is a very, very popular item.
It's so fun, and I think it's such a fun little instrument for people to kind of maybe start to learn on. And it's great that a lot of these items come with books and directions and things to explain how to use it.
Right.
So, like, what this is, I think
This is the watt tester, which is popular.
Yep.
People like to check out their refrigerator or air conditioner and see how much energy the appliances are using, and this comes with complete instructions. We have a bird watching kit that comes with binoculars and also has a book on all the different birds to identify in this area and where to go and things like that. We have a meditation kit, so if things are getting a little stressful, you can learn how to meditate with different CDs, DVDs, and a book. We have kits on learning Python computing. One of my favorites is you can go pick up trash on your walk and then bring this back.
Yeah, it's so great because you don't have to actually touch the trash, but you can help
Right,
out and,
yeah.
and pick up. And you have about a couple of these that people can borrow. And these aren't just available to people that live in Osterville and
No,
come to
Clams
this.
card.
Yeah, you're a Clams card holder. You can go to any of the libraries on the Cape and take things out.
Almost. Yeah, almost, but you have to
Almost.
bring these items back
Back
to this
here. It's
library,
not like the
yes.
books where you can kind of return
Right.
them to any location. These need to come back here. This is really cool. I know it's fall and maybe people aren't spending as much time at the beach, but this is a tidal pool kit where you can kind of take this to the beach and look for interesting things in the sand and in the water. I mean, what a fun
Right.
idea. And it comes with all the books that will tell you what to do and what things are. I mean, what was the idea for bringing these kinds of things into the library?
Well, libraries are evolving, and people like experiences and want to try things. And plus, we're a seasonal community or second home, so people don't want to be bringing all these things with them. And it's great educational yet fun. So it's bringing new experiences and just enhancing what we can offer to our patrons and helping them learn in different ways about different things on the Cape.
What a great idea. And I know that you also have a great selection of things that, kits for kids,
Yes.
can be arts and crafts or, science related items that kids can take out. So let's talk a little bit about some of those things.
Well, this is really exciting. So from what I understand now, they're not always teaching script handwriting in school. So we have a whole kit that you can check out that will teach you how to do handwriting with your child and can practice in that. There's also a time-telling kit for a clock because everything is going digital now and a lot of kids don't know how to tell time from a clock.
Yeah.
We have drafting kits, we have architectural kits, we have snap circuit kits, we have gear kits. Probably have about 15, 20 educational kits that you can check out or do with your child or kids in the library.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, is there a list on your website that lists everything, all of these different kinds of things that you can check out?
Sure, yes.
So if anybody's interested, they can go onto the
Yep.
Osterville Village Library website and,
Yes.
they can see what you do have. You maybe not be able to tell if it's available or not, but you can see what there might be and just come down here and check out all of these, so interesting. And I just love that this is something that you can do. It's such a great idea. And hopefully it, gives people an idea. Maybe the winter's coming and they want to maybe learn something new. This is a great way to do it.
And the other thing is we have over like 100 puzzles and games you can check out also. So cranium, Scrabble, chessboards, all sorts of different things to do, on like a stormy day like Saturday.
Yeah, you can try something new.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
Well, thank you.
Here's a look at the community calendar. Story time at Hyannis Library is a perfect activity for a chilly Saturday morning. Listen to a story, join in on a fun activity, and even get a free book. Mark your calendars for 11 a.m. November 17th, and if you need more information, call 508-775-6240, extension 512, or check out the website, www.cccdp.org. Here is a look at the upcoming meetings for boards, commissions, and committees. Comments, suggestions, accolades? Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram, email us, or send us an old-fashioned note by carrier pigeon. Channel 18 works for you. I'm Paula Hersey, and thank you for watching Barnstable Today.